So look at the first example. I have a requirement like this. My requirement is, listen to the requirement. Create a wrapper class. Create a wrapper class with the following data members. What are the data members we have? List of account ACCS, list of contact. Create a wrapper class with the following data members. So wrapper class have the data members called list of account, list of contact. So what is the wrapper class that we are taking? Let us say we are going with the account wrapper. Public class account wrapper. In the account wrapper class, what are the data members we have? Public list of account ACCS. Public list of contact. This is the wrapper class. Now create a list of account wrapper class and insert the elements for the wrapper class. What is my requirement? Once you created a wrapper class, I am asking you to create list of account wrapper class and insert two elements. Insert two elements into it. Now, how do you create list of account wrapper class? List of account accounts equal to list of account wrapper. List of account wrapper. Now, what you need to do? Create account wrapper object and insert the value. How do you create account wrapper object? Account wrapper AW1 equal to new account. Now, in the AW1, what are the elements we have? In the account wrapper, what are the elements we have? ACCS, COM. What is that ACCS? List of accounts. So what I am doing was AW1 dot ACCS equal to new list of AW1 dot cons equal to new list of am I right? So in the wrapper class, what we have? Wrapper class have list of accounts. Wrapper class have list of contact. List of account, list of contact. Now what I am doing now? I am creating account A1 equal to account A1 dot name equal to A1 dot phone equal to. How do you add the elements? AW1 dot ACCS dot add. Am I right? In account wrapper we have list of accounts. In that list we are adding A1. In the account wrapper we have list of accounts. In that list we are added account. AW1 dot ACC dot add. People have followed this. Now, what is the other way of creating this? I can also create this in this format. How do you create? Account wrapper AW2 equal to new account wrapper AW2 equal to new account wrapper. Now how we are going to take it, boss? List of account ACCS equal to new list of. So what does it mean? Memory is allocated. That memory is occupied by ACCS. So let us assume the memory allocated is address is 400. We are assuming that whatever address that is allocated is 400. Now ACCS is referring to what? 400. What is that 400? It is the address. It is the address of the memory location. It is the address of memory location. Right? Now, I am creating account A1 equal to A1 dot name. Then ACCS dot add. I have created. Now what happened? Whatever the memory that ACCS is referring, always I'll say ACC list. Whatever the memory that ACCS list is referring, the same memory I want to assign to what? ACCS. So what I'm doing was AW2 dot ACCS equal to ACC. Did the people get the point? Did the people get the point here? Did the people got the point here? Clear about this? People have followed or not? Yes or no? Now, I created account AC1 equal to AC1 dot name. I created account. Now I'm referring account AC1 equal to new account. So what happened? Whenever you say new memory is allocated. Let us assume this memory is somewhere around 400. In the memory, what is the data we have? Name equal to. This memory is referred by what? This location is referred by what? AC1 is what? Reference variable. AC1 is a reference variable which will refer to the memory allocated by the new keyword. Now, I am saying account AC2 equal to. What does it mean? Whatever the memory that AC1 is referring, AC2 is also referring to the same. Whatever the memory AC1 is referring, same memory is referred by AC2. Now what happened? AC2 is also referring. Now, when I say AC1 dot name equal to AC2 dot phone equal to. So what will happen? In this memory, the data is replaced with the Sadish and because both of them are referring to the same location, you make a change in AC1 or AC2, the same data will be changing. Because both of them are referring to what? Same location. Both of them are referring to what? Same location. Are you clear about this? Same thing I am doing now. The same thing I am doing now. So what did I do? Public. Account wrapper. Account wrapper. What I am doing? Public. Account. ACC. This is how we have it. Public account ACC. Public boolean flag. Now what I am doing now? I created account wrapper AW equal to new account wrapper. When you create an account wrapper, what happened was memory is selected. Memory is selected for what? What is that ACC? ACC is what? Is it a primitive or reference? Reference. It is going to refer to any one of the memory. What is the boolean? Flag is what? Flag is primitive. It is going to store true or false. Now this memory is referred by what? This memory is referred by what? This memory is referred by. Now I am saying AW dot ACC equal to. I am using new. When you say new account, what does it mean? Whenever you say new account, memory is allocated. In this memory, we are assuming we have some name, phone like this. Memory is allocated. This memory is referred by what? Let us say it is 400. Right. This address, this memory is referred by what? AW.acc. In AW, ACC is referring to what? Address of whatever the memory allocated, this address is referred by ACC. Now when you say AW.acc, referring to what? AW.acc, which is nothing but address of 400. Now if you want to refer, how do you refer? AW.acc. AW.acc. People have followed this. Okay. Instead of doing this, what is the other format I have done? Instead of doing this, what is the other format I have done? I have created like this. Account A equal to, I create account A equal to new account. A dot name, A dot phone. So when now we say new is what? Memory is allocated. What are the data members we have? Phone equal to. This is referred by what? So A is referring to what? This address. Let us assume this address is some 400. Now A is referring to what? That memory. The memory address is, let us say, 400. Now A is referring to that memory location. Now what did I do? ACC equal to AW dot ACC equal to A. What is A? 400. AW dot ACC equal to what? 400. So AW dot ACC is also referring to what? Same data. Are you getting my point? We can do it either that way or this way. Reference variables will refer to the memory. Reference variable will refer to the memory. Reference variable will refer to the memory. I hope you are clear with this. Clear with this format? People have followed? Any query? Any query? Clear? Okay. Now, let us go to the next example. Let us take a next example here. Now, listen to the example. Listen to the example. People have to form this example. Listen to the requirement. Create a wrapper class. Create a wrapper class. Customer with data members. Last name. First name. Create a data members. Create a wrapper class. Customer details with the data members. Last name, first name, and phone. Next, create a wrapper class. Create a wrapper class. Contact data wrapper with contact wrapper with data members. The data members. Customer details, customer and contact. So how many data members are there in this class? The wrapper class will contain customer details, one of the variable called customer, whose data type is what? Customer detail. Another variable is what? Contact. CON, data type is what? Contact. So create a wrapper class 1, create a wrapper class 2. First complete this. What is the first class you have created? Public class customer details Public class customer details. What are the data we have? Public string. Public string. If you want to display this data in the VF page, we need to write set and get. Public string. Right. What is the second class we have created? Create a wrapper class, contact wrapper. Public class, contact wrapper. Public class, contact wrapper. So I am giving public customer details, customer. Now, what was my requirement? Take the details from the customer and create a new contact record. Take the details from a customer and create a contact. So the details which are provided in the customer, take the data and create a contact record. I have to form a contact record based on the data which is there in the customer. I have to create a contact record based on the data which is there in the customer. So how will you achieve this? How will you achieve this? First, customer details equal to new customer details. Now, customer dot last name first name. Then we have customer dot phone. This is how I create a customer. Now, what is my requirement? Based on the data which is available in the customer, with this data, create a contact. So, first, what should I do? Contact wrapper, contact equal to contact dot customer equal to contact dot customer equal to whatever the customer I have created here, the same I am assigning to contact dot customer. Then I have to assign the memory. Contact C equal to new contact, where C dot last name equal to C dot last name equal to contact dot customer dot C dot first name equal to contact dot the contact. We have a customer. In the customer we have this is how we created a contact. Once you created a contact, what should I do? This C I have to assign to what? This C I have to assign to what? C1. Am I right? If I don't want to do this, what is the other format? Contact dot C1 equal to I have to create like this. Then I have to create contact dot C1 dot first name equal to contact dot customer dot. So what is happening? It is becoming a lengthy. So to avoid this lengthy operation, what did I do? To avoid this, what did I do? I am using this format. To avoid that lengthy format, I am using this format. Are the people following my format? Any query, we can still take a new example. If anyone has any query, we can still take a new examples. People have followed this? Yes. Okay. Because the namings are similar namings I have given. Probably that may be confusing you. Wrapper. Now I am giving. It is a wrapper. Now look at this. In the wrapper class, we have a variable called customer. Wrapper dot customer equal to this record. Okay. Next, what is the next record we have? Wrapper dot C1 equal to new. Right. Then I have to give as what? Wrapper dot contact dot last name equal to wrapper dot customer dot wrapper dot customer dot wrapper dot contact dot first name equal to wrapper dot customer dot. This okay. To avoid this lengthy format, what I can do? Create the contact separately, assign the contact to CON. Right? So that will reduce the length up. If you make a shortcut, it will be easy for you to refer. It is easy for you to refer. I hope you are clear. People have followed this. Clear for everyone? People have followed? Any further queries? Now, let us take the next example. Listen carefully. I want to create a list of contacts. Create a list of contacts and insert few records. I have a requirement. Create a list of contacts and set new records. Now, complete this task first with the data members, product name, quantity, price. Quantity and price. Create a property class, product data with the data members, product name, quantity, price. Create a list of product data. Create a list of product data. Create a list of product data and add 3 products. Calculate summary of total price, total for where total is. Calculate the summary of products. Calculate the summary of the products. Calculate the summary of the products where total is quantity into price. So find out the total for every product and summarize the value. Find out the total for every product and summarize the value. Create a proper class, product data with the data members, product name, quantity and price. Create a proper class, product data with the data members, product name, quantity and price. Create a list of product data and add 3 products. Calculate the summary of total, where total is quantity into price for each product. We are creating a wrapper class product data. Public decimal. We have created a wrapper class. Then what I ask you to do? Create a list of product data. I ask you to create a list of product data. Then how do you create? List of equal to list of then create a product data. Even dot name. Even dot commodity. Even dot price. I created a product list of product data. I created a product 1, added the product 1 to this is how we have added the product. Then add one more product. That is equal to. Like this we added. Then what I ask you to do? Find out the summary. How do you find out the summary? Decimal sum equal to take one by one product data. Then decimal total equal to E dot rise into then we have to add total amount equal to and the people follow this. What I have taken? I took one by one product, find out the total, added the total to the total. For every product I found out the total. What is the product data? D is the product. D dot price into D dot quantity. We got the total. Add this total to total because we are making a summary. Then print the value. Print the value. Am I clear with this? People have followed this. We are going with public list of account wrapper. Now I am going with public list example 1. I am allocating wrapper equal to list of right. Now I am giving public void add. In the public void add, I am taking for loop integer I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 3. Because here, what type of data we are taking? Same type of data. What type of data we are taking? Same records on display. And I am also taking public boolean a dot being equal to capital A dot industry contact C equal to right. Now one account record, one contact record. So what I'm doing? Account wrapper AW equal to new account wrapper dot ACC equal to A1, account wrapper dot C1 equal to. How many times the loop will run? 3 times. That means how many records are created? 3 account wrappers are created and added wrapper dot add. So how many records are added to the list? 3 records are added because the loop is going to run how many times? 3 times. Now in the constructor I am calling add. Whenever you call a constructor, constructor is automatically going to call what? Add. When you call a constructor, when is the constructor called? Whenever the page is loaded, constructor will be called. In the constructor, what I am calling? Add. In the constructor, what I am calling? Add. When you call add, what happens? 3 elements are added to the wrapper. Are you getting my point? When you load the page, constructor is called. When you call the constructor, add method is called. What the add method is doing? Adding 3 records to the list. I hope I am clear. Right. Now go back to the VF page. Fine. Well, just example 5. Now I want to go with section header, title, font. Now I want to display page block, apex, page block, mode equal to main detail. When you say mode equal to main detail, what will happen? Background color will not come. Apex, page block, table, value. What is this value? Value equal to, what is the wrapper? List of wrapper class. Var equal to, when I say var equal to A, what is it? Wrapper, account wrapper record. It is a list of account wrapper. A is referring to one of the account wrapper. Then how do you refer? Apex, column. I want a checkbox. How do you get a checkbox? Visit, name equal to, why I am using visit? Why I am using visit? If you want to print anything other than text, if you want to print anything other than text as a header element, use what? Visit. Next one, apex, column, value equal to, how do you refer? A dot, account wrapper dot, ACC dot. A is what? Account wrapper. In the account wrapper, we have ACC, which is an account record. Account wrapper, account record, name. Account wrapper, account record, name. Column, value equal to A dot, ACC dot, apex column, value, A dot, C1 dot, apex column, value, So what I have taken? A is a account grapher dot account record dot name field. Go for a preview. This is how we got the data. I hope I am clear with this format. Clear with this format? So when you want to take the data from multiple elements, then I cannot take a list of the element. I have to take them as what? Wrapper. So what is the purpose of a wrapper? When you want to define your own data type, we have account defined by Salesforce, contact defined by Salesforce. But I want a combination of account and contact. Salesforce has not defined. We have to define our own data type called wrapper class. Salesforce has created integer, string, or boolean. But I want a combination of three. I want to take every record should have one integer value, one boolean value, one string value. Then I have to create my own data type. So wrapper classes are used for what? Creating user-defined data types. Whenever you want to define your own data types, we will go for wrapper. When you want to take a group of elements, we go for a list. List of wrapper. List of wrapper. Group of wrapper elements. Why should you go for a list? When you are not sure how many records we are going to get. Example, I am writing a SQL query. I am writing a query. Get me all the records from student database. How many students are there? I am not sure. I told get me all the students. Whose city is Hyderabad? Do you know how many students are from Hyderabad? We are not sure. If you know that there is only 10 records, I will take array. But in the database, I don't know how many records are there with the city equal to Hyderabad. So if we are not sure about the number of elements, then we go for what? List. Then we go for what? List. Will the list accept duplicate values? Will the list accept duplicate values? Yes. List maintain insertion order. What is that insertion order? Order in which you are inserted, the same order they are stored. Then, can we sort the elements in the list? Yes. So if you want to sort the elements in the ascending order, already we have a predefined method called sort. This method will sort the elements in the ascending order. If you want to sort the elements in the descending order, there is no method. You have to write your own logic. That is the reason we have written one example, sorting the records in the descending order. We have taken one example, sorting the records in the descending order. Why? List doesn't have any method to sort the elements in the descending order. List has a method to sort the elements in the ascending order. If you have to sort the elements in the descending order, list doesn't have any method. That is the reason we have to write our own logic. To test our own logic, in the last class we have taken one example, sorting the elements in the list in the descending order. Right? In the list we have a method called sort, which will sort the elements in the ascending order. If you want to sort the elements in the descending order, there is no predefined method. You have to write your own logic. Refer to my yesterday's class example and know how to sort the elements in the list in the descending order. I hope I am clear. That's all from my end. So tomorrow we will start the set. We will take the examples of set tomorrow. I hope you are clear with this creation of list. Right, boss? So tomorrow we will go with the set.